I think it's time for a little front seat frivolities. We've not had one in a while. And it is Saturday afternoon, which means we get to monitor whatever the Metropolitan Opera is playing. I just turned it on. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with that again, like the last time. I'm streaming live over YouTube, and it's been quite a while. I don't know if they have changed it around or not. You can't tell. Wait, where's my, I thought I had a, I guess I don't. Well, anyway, hi everyone. Let me crack these windows just a teensy weensy. It's been too long, young man. It has, Miss Tina. It has, and I am happy to be back with Front Seat Frivolities. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Let me straighten myself out here. How do I look? You know, I can't tell. Now, as you know, a long time ago, YouTube flipped it. I can't tell. It seems as though the comments have moved. I thought they used to be over here and now they're over here. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I've got what's left of a little bit of iced coffee here, but I've got a crack in my straw. You know what that happens? You know, you've all had that before. There's a crack in the straw and you're sucking, and you're not getting anything but air. Where's that crack? I turned it upside down so that the crack would be... Anyway, I can get a little bit out of it. Hello from Ireland. Well, look out, Ireland. What you doing? It must be dinner time. I should ask you what county you're in. But I've never been to Ireland, and I only know the names of a few of the counties because I listen to old John McCormick records. I think John McCormick might have been more popular in America than he was in Ireland. Oh, the Irish immigrants loved their John McCormick records. Kathleen Mavourneen. Oh, I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. And some of you are saying, who is John McCormick? Well, he's been dead since the 40s. Did he die in 44 or 46? I think he died in the 40s. Is anybody here? Anyway, I am not Irish. You have a John McCormick record. Well, John McCormick was to the Irish what Enrico Caruso was to the Italians. And what Madame Schumann-Heink was to the Germans, although she was really considered herself in line with America. Anyway, what? It's almost 60. I'm almost 60 Scottish. Oh. Well, that's Robert Burns, isn't it? Wasn't he Scottish? It's awful when you know a little bit, but not enough about anything to really be that smart. Oh, I was just wondering where you were. Well, listen here, Sparkle and Munge. I'm on the front seat again. I feel like I need to back up. Hold on, let me back up. I've got different buttons here to press that I've never had before. I'm gonna press this button. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. Uh-oh, that's like a dentist's chair. No, I don't want that. Oh, I've never had anything like this before. Oh, now I'm going down into the floor. How do I go backwards? There I go. Woo! Oh, this is fun. Ooh, how far back does it go? Do I wind up, maybe I wind up in Delaware if I keep hitting backwards. Oh, I've never had so many buttons to press. And there's a TV screen up here. Oh my goodness. I need to figure out some of these things out. That's a little bit better. I felt like I was too close. You ever watch anybody who's broadcasting and they're like, you can count their nose hairs? They're just like way too close to the screen. This is better. And I might be able to see you will have to tell us all about, oh, it's no big deal. I'm in wheels again. But listen, that's gonna bug me because I've got that crack. Where is it? All right. We have got front seat frivolities, so we've got trivia, jokes, and whatnot. Also in the news. And I have a few things to show you that I have thrifted. Not much. It is, Heidi, the best coffee ever. And Heidi, I put more boxes. Let me tell you, I know everybody, it's all in the mail. I am telling you, I was a wrapping fool. A boxing fool. I had gotten ahead of myself. I'd gotten behind, you know. But now that I have wheels again, that post office got sick and tired of seeing me. And I'm still, Fiona, if you're watching me in Australia right now, I'm still tracking that package. I took it to the UPS, and you can look at the tracking number and it says they've got it, but it's sitting somewhere. I'm looking for it. Now, some run-of-the-mill things here, and I've got an object which is kind of a mystery object. I'm not concerned, Scott. My rose bowl is gorgeous. Did you get it? The rose bowl? Those other things are coming too. Wait. We broke down and bought, oh, you bought a new, yeah. Well, this isn't new. New to me. Okay, let's begin the entertainment here with a little, what time is it? Oh, we got time. D doesn't go on for another, over an hour. Okay, elder law and estate planning. No, everybody's talking. Now, I haven't read these yet. I haven't proofread any of it. So if I mess up, it will be, oh, it'll be your last new car. Yeah. Let's see here. Everybody's talking. What are they talking about? The egg challenge. Let's find out what this is. Harvard University medical student Nick Norwitz embarked on a bold experiment, consuming 720 eggs in 1 month to study their impact on cholesterol. Long linked to raising bad cholesterol, eggs have sparked debates among health experts, making this test intriguing. Norwitz maintained a diet of eggs prepared in various styles while tracking changes to his LDL, often called bad cholesterol levels. Surprisingly, his cholesterol dropped, especially after adding carbohydrates following a ketogenic phase. I don't know what that is. The results suggested metabolic health and dietary context may matter more than specific foods. This experiment wasn't just about numbers, but also about challenging assumptions in nutrition. Sometimes breaking the rules means cracking a lot of eggs. You know what? For Pete's sake. Every time you end up reading something like this, and of course this wasn't published, well, it says Harvard University medical student. Okay, well then I guess that there was some quality research there. But good grief, every time you read something like that, don't you just say, you know what, folks, let's just, I don't know, you want a bowl of ice cream, eat a bowl of ice cream. You want to go eat a steak, go have a steak, for Pete's sake. Don't eat that, it's bad for you. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I was gonna say moderation, but this dude ate 720 eggs in 1 month. I don't know. Have a glass of wine, don't have a glass of wine. Put down the salt shaker, pick it up. Who knows? Anyway, that's interesting. But he must have deep pockets if he was able to afford 720 eggs in 1 month. What does it say? Eggs. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. But still, you always hear, oh, don't have in too much eggs. Your cholesterol. Sounds like he did okay. Let's have a joke. I like eggs. I eat them for breakfast at least once a week, maybe twice. And I like a good egg salad sandwich. Do you? Even though this girl threw up. I already told you that story. Let's not do that again. I always say that. Let's not do that again. And I tell you, and I start telling you the story. The first time I experimented, with seat warmers. I don't have that. This is enough for me that I press a button and they move. I've never had that before. I asked for a stick shift and they laughed me off the lot. They said, stick shift? I said, yeah, come on. I miss my old stick shift and clutch. Boy, you really feel like you're driving when you got a clutch and a stick shift. But I guess you have to search high and low for one of them. Anyway, let's see here. What's happening? No, here's some trivia. All right, are you ready? And then we'll look at a couple pieces of old glass. I'm sorry, but a crow or a raven has just, I think he's a raven because he's huge. A big black raven that just came and sat on the sign right next to my truck. They're very smart, those things. Trivia, and don't Google it. I am psychic, and if you Google it, I'll know. Okay, coral is a living organism, true or false? I know this one. Huh? I have a stick shift for sale. Well, why didn't you tell me last week? No, just kidding. Coral is a living organism, true or false? I don't even need to flip this upside down to tell you the answer to that. Mm-hmm. True or false? It's true, and you knew that. I still remember when I was in the 7th grade. The summer between 7th grade and 8th grade, we had a reading list. You know how they used to do in high school? There was a reading list, and you had to read all these certain things. Anyway, I think we had 3 books to read that summer, and we were expected to read them so that when we got to English class in 8th grade, we would be ready. And one of the books we had to read was Thor Heyerdahl's Kon-Tiki. Did anybody read that? I can still remember the summer of whatever year that was, between 7th and 8th grade, reading Thor Heyerdahl's, I think that's how you said his name, Kon-Tiki. Now, how long ago was that I was in 7th grade? 1980? I think it was the summer of 80. Was that his name, the author? And we had to read all about... You had to read Kon-Tiki? That was a long time ago. I don't even know if Kon-Tiki... Who's blowing their horn? Maybe that's me. Did I touch something? That can't be me. Can you hear that? Did anybody else have to read Kon-Tiki? Anyway, that's how I remember learning all about coral and things. Oh, it's a car alarm. You had to read it, Christina? Oh, it's a car alarm. Well, I hope it's... All right. I don't think I have a car alarm. I guess I do. Yep. Anyway, I guess... we were going to look at something. Okay, well, let's look at something. Different books when I was in 8th grade. Well, I think Kon-Tiki might have been written... When did he write that? When did he go on his expedition? In the 50s or the 60s? I thought there would be more folks that would remember that. I don't remember what else we had to read that summer, other than Kon-Tiki. I don't want to forget it, move on. One candlestick, green, depression glass, probably has uranium in it, it's got etching on it, and it is lovely and it is elegant. Just one, but you know, I'm not afraid to buy one candlestick, right? We'll put it together. Did you go back? Oh, it disappeared. Ask me that again. Somebody just said, Scott, did you go back? But it disappeared on me. So I don't know what you asked me if I went back to. Can you ask me that again? Okay. 1949, that makes sense. That was some fast Googling. Okay, so lovely. Put that up there. Wait a minute. Did you go back for the glass tray? No, I did not. Karen is asking me about a glass tray. I could, it's probably still there. Do you want me to go back and get it? I'm making me some iced coffee now. All right, Tina. There was a beautiful glass, probably an ice cream tray or an ice tray. Heavy. It had some flea bites, but it was crystal. It's probably still there. I think you should EAP. I think you should EAPG. You want me to? I was hesitant because I don't know that people know what to do with it. Like, people know what to do with a bowl or a candlestick. This is what's in the shape of like an ice cream tray. So I don't know, I just didn't think it would have all that appeal, but I could always leave here and swing by. I'll bet you anything it's still there because people ignore that. People ignore a lot of that crystal. All right, let's have another. On shoes, a vamp is the top part or the bottom part. Now, as a musician, the word vamp means something very differently. You know what a vamp is? And this came out during the vaudeville days. But anybody who plays old sheet music on a piano is familiar with the term vamp, and it has nothing to do with shoes. I play a lot of old music on the piano with a lot of old sheet music. And at the beginning of the sheet music, there'll always be this little bum 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 da da dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum, something like that. And underneath it says vamp until ready. Now, what do you think that means? Vamp until ready? Well, it's this little 2 measures that you just repeat. Bum, 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 bum. It could be just any little cadence type thing. And you see in the vaudeville days, The orchestra would vamp until ready. The act might not be out on the stage yet. Or maybe they're not ready to open the curtain. Or maybe there's a costume malfunction or something. And so the performer isn't actually getting ready to start their thing. And so the orchestra or the piano player or the organist, whatever, is doing this little bump bump ba-da-da-da-dum bump ba-da-da-da-dum bump bump vamp until ready. And when the singer comes out, they start performing or juggling or doing whatever they do on the vaudeville stage. And then the person vamping then goes into the actual melody of the song. So that's what I know of vamp. I didn't know there was anything on a shoe called a vamp. Anyway, let's find out. Is it the top or the bottom of vamp? I don't know. Did you guys know? I don't know. I don't pay any attention to shoes. Anyway, it's the top. You should go live one day and play some tunes. Well, I've done that. Yeah, I should. I don't know if I've ever played live. I've done some recordings of me playing here and there. Why not? Repair shop also was laughing. My insurance covered. I missed that. All right. This is in the news. In the news. In the news, it says, tree feud. In Sheffield, England, a fir tree split in half during a neighborhood dispute became an unusual tourist attraction. The issue began when overhanging branches caused bird droppings to fall on a neighbor's driveway. Attempts to compromise failed, leading one neighbor to hire a tree cutter to remove the encroaching branches, leaving the tree bizarrely halved. The spectacle gained attention, with people stopping to take photographs and leaving reviews online. Years later, the neighbors remain at odds, and the tree's peculiar look persists due to either growing or trimming. Though born from a bitter feud, the tree now stands as a quirky landmark, proving that neighborhood squabbles can leave lasting impressions. What do you think of that? Your homes have to be close to one another to have tree disputes like that. Have you ever had a tree dispute with a neighbor? Mm-hmm. People have different ideas about trees. Quotable quotes. It's not what you've got, it's what you use that makes a difference, says Zig Ziglar. And Anne Lamont, whoever she was, says, don't look at your feet to see if you are doing it right, just dance. Now that's a good one. Okie doke. What else did I find while thrifting this morning and yesterday morning? I found let me make sure there's nothing in it before I go swinging it. I found a swung vase in marigold. This is a carnival glass swung vase in lovely marigold. And this will date between 1904 to about 1920, 1925. So, nice to find without any damage on it. No cloudiness in there. See? So, I don't know. I've been kind of saving things for next autumn, but at the same time I've been selling items that I would typically save for the autumn season because I don't want to sit on it that long. It is a pretty one, ain't it? Ain't it, ain't it, ain't it? All right, we haven't gotten to any of the jokes yet, have we? Let's finish the trivia. The paper wedding anniversary is the 1st, the 10th, or the 50th? The paper wedding anniversary. I'll tell you what, if I'm married to the same person for 50 years, I better get more than a piece of paper after 50 years. It's the 1st anniversary. We knew that. Piece of paper. Did you give your sweetheart a piece of paper on your 1st anniversary? I bet you gave him more than that. I hope so. The West Indies, it's because you are too poor for much more than paper the 1st year. Yeah, that's probably right. Money is paper. We have 142. Thank you for being here this afternoon, 142 folk. On this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Later, Ravel creates a whole miniature ballet of frogs.
Ah, okay, so it's an opera by Maurice Ravel, the composer of Bolero. I don't know which opera it would be. Turned it down. The West Indies are between the Gulf of Mexico, Atlantic Ocean, and blank sea. The West Indies are between the Gulf of Mexico, yeah, the Atlantic Ocean, which is 55 miles in that direction from me, and blank sea. Caribbean Sea? Caribbean Sea? I'm looking at what you're telling me. Yeah, that's right, the Caribbean Sea. Or Caribbean, you know. I know we have pronunciation police out there. But there are a lot of things that can be pronounced, you know. People say, well, that's not how you pronounce it. Well, there's a lot of variation in pronunciation. I don't get hung up on pronunciation. A lot of people get hung up on pronunciation. Oh my gosh. Like the Japanese decoration, moriage, moriagi. They'll fight over that for days. There are a lot of things in this world that are much more important than whether you pronounce it Lancaster or Lancaster. Or Caribbean or Caribbean. Aren't we funny the way we pick at stuff? Pick, 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 pick. Oh gosh, I guess it's a human condition to pick, 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 pick. Pick, pick, pick. What musical is that for? Cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little. Cheap, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. That's one of the greatest scenes when it's all those pickety old women out there in some field in Kansas somewhere, and then the camera goes above and it comes down on their hats and they look like hens. You've seen it. What is that from? If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. The Music Man. You know that scene? I don't know if it's from the movie, but there's 4 or 5 old gossiping hens. Now don't get upset. And then the camera goes above their heads, and the camera looks down, and the tops of their hats make them look like chickens. Beep, 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 all gossiping and pecking away, and isn't that scene is hilarious. Hilarious. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, cheap, cheap. Peep, peep, peep. Actually, it's wrong because it's another word that's not in English. What? Usually it's wrong? What is? Hi, Sharon Delaney. Thank you. It's good to see you. I can only catch some of the things that come up, you know. What? There, and there. Oh, well, now that's spelling. Now, I am picky about that. That's grammatical errors, yes. I'm not picky about pronunciation. I don't correct people's pronunciations, you know, people. But yes, you're talking about spelling. There, or there. Yeah, well, now that's a whole, that is right or wrong. When you're when you're spelling. T-H-E-R-E. T-H. Hi, Carmen. What bugs you when people try to correct pronunciation? Wash, wash, water, wooder. I think variations in pronunciation are interesting. I love accents and yeah. Okay, well, anyway, let's have another trivia question. In the children's books, what color is Pippi Longstocking's hair? Here I am talking about Kon-Tiki. I read Kon-Tiki. I don't think I read Pippi Longstockings. Is it red? It must be red. She must be a redhead. Pippi Longstockings. Caribbean. No, that was red. Her hair is red. Okay, we're gonna have jokes in a minute and another in the news. But let's take a look at this. And I shall hold it back here. Now, we can all guess. I have a guess, but I didn't make it. And unless you know who made it, we don't know what it was made for, but I kind of have a guess. And I'll let you guess, but don't guess until I show it to you first, because you can't make an educated guess just by looking at the front of it. But let's look at the front of it. It's looking very fresh, is it not? Not quite a fleur de lis, but that some little French thing, right? Is it? Yeah, it looks very fresh. Now, the box itself is made of pine. It's very lightweight. It's beautiful pine. Let's look at it for a minute. What else do you see? I love how it's been decorated with upholstery tacks. I recognize these. I think this is a homemade. I think this was something that a person made. Look at these are just old upholstery tacks that are pressed into here. Here's the side. Now, let's look at the back of it. There's no indication that it ever hung. Yeah. If it had, there would be ghost holes in the back where you screwed in eye hooks, and then, so it didn't hang. No ghost marks for any hooks on it. There's that side of it. Okay, beautiful pine. We can slide it open. I guess I'll turn it this way. We'll slide this off. I wish you could smell it. We can see on the inside, it's not been outfitted for anything. What I'm saying is, I studied the inside and nothing is missing. That's an important thing to think about, because there's no glue residue where there was old purple velvet glued in here or anything. There are no ghost marks where there could have been any other pieces of wood inside that would hold anything in place. Right? There's no marks inside where there was a shelf or anything. Just an empty box. Beautiful pine. My first thought when I saw it, I have to tell you, was that it might have been a Bible box. I had feelings that it, and I don't know if anybody ever thought of that, but sometimes people would make Bible boxes. Just was a thought, because I feel as though it would sit flat, or it could simply stand like this. And it's the perfect size for a Bible box. What led me away from like a communion set or holy water set or anything, that's a good guess. And I thought liturgical, but if in my experience, any of those boxes that held communion sets or holy water sets, they would be fitted somehow, you know. They would be, oh, what am I trying to say? Wooden pieces where sort of a communion cup would fit in, or it seems odd that if it were a communion set or a holy water set, that it would just be an absolute empty box. And as I said, I don't see that anything is missing from the inside of it. I guess it's a mystery. I feel that based upon the way that it looks and cutouts, yeah, cutouts is another thing. Yes, that's it. Fitted, you know, for accoutrements to be in it. Because it's so plain on the inside, I felt as though it might just be a Bible box. There's also no staining in it. There's no marks down here at all where anything stained. Paper box is a good idea, yeah. And it might have been for liturgical use. It very well might have been. But it's very clean and pretty, and we'll slide it back, we'll slide it closed again. Based upon the patina on the pine, these old upholstery tacks, this could very well go back to the 30s. It could be early 20th century. I really feel it could be anywhere from 1900 to 1940. It's really hard to say. There's just nothing else on it except that I paid $4 for it. And I love boxes. So what other thoughts do you have? The other thing too is a lot of times I think if icons, like they would be double doors, you know, where this would sit flat and then double doors would open up and they would all be decorated on the inside. So I don't know. I like it. I'm glad I picked it up too. I like boxes. And this I really feel is homemade. Look at the charm. This reminds me of the floors in my house. And I love the top, how it just has a little bit of a cathedral top to it here. Icebox? Icebox? Why would you think it would be for ice? Maybe I misread that. Yeah, simple construction. I think someone just... So, it could be anything. Really? People make memory items for... Yeah, okay. I have to pull my glasses up so I can actually see. Is the wheat metal. This is wood. It's all wood here on the front. And those have all been tacked on there. But this looks so much like the floors in the 1925 bungalow. A beautiful honey color. It's faded. It has, so you wouldn't want to refinish this at all. Anyway, so I think I talked too long about it, but what other thoughts did you have? I'm just gonna, call it an old box. Are you going to sell it? I'm going to sell it. In fact, I'm going to bring it up for sale. Let me see. I don't want to miss. Now you have us thinking and wondering. Yeah. Well, I'm going to sell it Monday night. Now, Monday night is my Unbreakables live sale. Patrick cannot join me, but David will take his place. We'll substitute for him Monday night, and we will have a Unbreakables live sale. We will have an Unbreakables live sale Monday night at 8 o'clock, and that box is going to be in the sale. So if you like old boxes, put it on your coffee table and put all your remote controls in it. He's excited, Scott. Who is excited? You have to, when you tell, I don't always. You want to have a joke? I've got a couple more things to show you. David is excited. I can't wait. He is excited? Well, I'm excited too. How do you know he's excited? Did he tell you? He didn't tell me he's excited. What's he doing telling you he's excited before he tells me he's excited?
Brief ones, but no matter the size of the roll.
Okay, let's have a joke. Ready? Nah. What is not? I don't know what you people are saying. You people. I don't know what you people are saying. Okay. But did you like the box? I love it. Yeah, you people. Remember Ross Perot? Okay. A best-selling novel was said to be a plot of gold. That's not that funny. You like the box? Yeah. I like that box too. I like wood, and I love boxes. Did you hear about the 200 stolen mattresses? Did you hear about the 200? And here they are. There's nobody over here on this whole aisle. Nobody. I purposely went to the very, very back of the parking lot where there's nobody. Until now. Oh, don't tell me. Yep. And that raven just came back. He's smoking wacky tobacco. Oh, that stuff stinks. I'm sorry. Let me roll my window up. Sorry. I'm not judging. Smoke it if you want to, but it stinks to me. And the breeze is coming in this direction. What? You know what wacky tobacco is. It stinks. Stinks. Anyway, where was I? Oh, you like the box. Helen in England. Hi, Helen. It's always fun to catch you. I never get to talk to you live because it's always... Is it springtime in England? We had the first day of spring and then it went and turned cold again. We're gonna have cold for the next 10 days or so. That's okay. What time is it? Where are the rest of the jokes? Oh, here we go. It's funny that that big raven came back. Maybe they'll buy the box for the wacky tobacco. that box would hold a lot of wacky tobacco. Oh, did you hear about the 200 stolen mattresses? Police are springing into action. These are bad. These have not fulfilled their promise of hilarity. I apologize. The Frivolities haven't really kicked off today, have they? Well, we could do better than this. My patio furniture joke is funnier than these. They are very bad. Teacher, quote, what? Oh, teacher, according to, now I always pronounce this wrong, Archimedes. I know who it is, but I say it wrong. What happens when a body is immersed in water? Student, usually the phone rings. I don't know. This is not happening for me today. Huh? This isn't happening for me today. Isn't that how you say it? Archimedes? That's not how you say it. I think I put an extra syllable in it. I think I am saying that. I think I am pronouncing that wrong. What happens to a body when it is immersed in water? Usually the phone rings. These are not. Oh, you're in the tub? Now it's getting hot in here. I'm just gonna have to, have you finished your, no, he's not finished with it yet. Maybe I'll open this window and it'll just blow right through. I guess it means that you're in the tub when the phone rings, but we all, you can have your, huh? Because he had no body to go with? I don't know. Knock, knock, who's there? Goose. Goose who? No. You goose who? Okay, let me read that again. Knock, knock. Who's there? Goose. Goose who? No. You goose who? Oh. Okay. You have permission to give this video a thumbs down if you would like. These are bad. Yeah, guess who? I don't know. What? Yeah. One more. Where do fish go on vacation? He's leaving. And the raven left as well. Where do fish go on vacation? Finland. Boy, I tell you, they were really hurting for business. What's the date on this thing? They ought to be ashamed. March the 3rd? Oh, I can get a little more up to date than that. That was not good. I had to do it. There's not much money in these. Let me get the chimney off of it. There was just something about it because it's so tall and skinny. It's such a little one. And I kept thinking about someone lighting this downstairs in the evening, in the late 19th century. They're getting ready to go to bed for the night, and they've just lit this one, and they creep up the staircase, put this on the bedside. It's just a tiny one, just to give you enough light to get yourself up to the bedroom, to get in bed. I have, what? Isn't it cute? It's an old one, and it's marked here. I'm going to try to clean it, but when it has oil in it, it won't really make too much of a difference. But I know there's no value in these. But I just really like the miniature size of it. And practical. I'll put a wick in it and put oil in it, because we get storms and we lose our electric in the summertime. Don't you? We do. I do. Now that I'm not in the city anymore. Because up here in the old Northeast, we don't have our electric lines buried. I know some of you do where you live. I never knew about that until I'd be driving around and people would say, "Oh my gosh, look at all of those electric wires." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Never thought a thing of it. I mean, if they were ever to try to bury the electric wires up here in this part of the country, oh my gosh, they'd never. I mean, it would cost a fortune. I don't know that they could ever do that, but I know in more modern places, a lot of your electric wires are buried in things. So it's legal. You can smoke it anywhere. Oh, you're talking about wacky tobacco. It's legal in New Jersey to have a certain amount of it. And boy, they're called dispensaries, and they are popping up all over the place for people who want the medicinal and the recreational. And I don't know their initials. I don't know the difference between the two, but there's some that you take for medicinal purposes and some that you take for recreational. And I think they have different initials or different, I don't know. I ought not talk about what I don't really know anything about. But it's legal to have a certain amount. What else am I? Oh, this. I cannot wait to show you these. And I'm going to show you in just a second. Let's see. You're not sure about, I don't think you can smoke it. Well, each state is different. The laws from state to state are different. And it is legal in New Jersey, and they even have drive-through dispensaries. I was in a where was I? I was getting coffee, but there was a Taco Bell, a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through, and a drive-through called Roots. And I thought, what in the heck is that? I'd never heard of Roots. And I was in the drive. I thought, is that a new fast food restaurant? Because we get them from time to time. And you could see there was a drive-in window. You pulled up to a screen and people gave an order. I'm watching all of this from the Dunkin' Donuts line. And then they pulled up to a window. And all it said was Roots. And I thought, well, what do you get there? And I asked the lady at the drive, I said, what is that? She said, it's a cannabis dispensary called Roots Dispensary. I said, oh my word, does anybody ever get confused and come to the Dunkin' Donuts trying to order their wacky tobacco? So you can pull, in New Jersey, you can pull right up. They look like it looks like a little McDonald's or something. I kid you not. So it's different from all over the place, huh? Yeah, I thought maybe you got smoothie drinks or something, you know. It's exactly like a fast food chain, I'm telling you. See, this is the reason why, you know, everything is different in different parts of the country. Go to Roots and hit Dunkin'. Go to Roots first, and oh, that's all I need, darling. That would be all I would need. I've never even had an energy drink. I don't need them. Can you see me if I took one of those energy drinks? Oh, I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't wind down for 3 days. You're allowed, I don't know what that said. Pot is legal in Michigan, but not in all states. Ours is called Harvest. I thought it was a Halloween store. That's good. That is good. See, did you know this? Drive-ins. Anyway, let's move on, I guess. I don't know any more about it than that. I do know a little something about this. Let's look at the, oh yes, there are a lot of folks receive great relief when they take that medicinal strain. Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, if you have migraines or arthritis or other kinds of horrible pain, and they can prescribe a controlled substance to where you can have relief, I'm telling you what, I'm not knocking that. I let people live and live. Look, you leave me alone, I leave you alone. As long as your dog doesn't poop in my front yard, I don't care what you do. Now, if your dog poops in my front yard, we're going to have some business together. You hear me? I'm not trying to step in that, and I've stepped in it. Oh, I don't pass judgment. Please. I'm not knocking it. I just don't like the way it smells when people smoke it. It's a funny smell. But I don't care if you want to do it recreationally or for medicinal purposes. I care more about how you treat your parents and what you do in terms of being a decent person in the world. Anyway, yes, don't touch me, don't touch my stuff. Huh? What do you mean don't touch me, don't touch my stuff? Oh yeah, don't touch me, don't touch my stuff, and don't poop in my front yard. We're funny about that in America, Helen. I know your yards you call garden, the garden. Here it's we're funny about our yards in America. I don't know. It's like, don't you? I don't know. Anyway. Look at this. I want to make sure I get what you're saying before we move on. Let's look. Look at the saucer. Look at how Art Deco that. Look at that. Look at how Art Deco that saucer is. Look at the handle on the teacup. And we've got these wonderful, brightly colored, beautiful boats. This is Deco. Now this is Edwin M. Knowles. And I have always loved the Yorktown shape, and that's what this is. The shape of it, meaning the blank, right? If there's no decoration on it at all, or no color, they called it Yorktown, and it's very Deco. But they would put different designs on this, different decals. I can't remember all of them because I'm not sitting here looking at my American Dinnerware book. It's at home. And there are several pages in there on Edwin M. Knowles. I think there might be I call them the dumb little flower pot steps, you know, the little steps with a flower pot on. That might be one. There might be wheat. There were different little stylized patterns. You know, this one is a sailboat pattern. And I have to tell you, get ready to hold your teacup. I purchased Edwin M. Edwin M. Knowles. Knowles. I think it was Edwin M. Anyway, I purchased 4 cups and saucers, 4 dinner plates, 4 luncheon plates, 4 berry bowls, or dessert bowls, a vegetable serving bowl, and cream and sugar. Sugar bowl with the lid. I've got a wonderful service for 4 people. Cups and saucers, dinner plates, luncheon plates, berry bowls, vegetable serving bowl, cream and sugar. Not a chip or crack on any of it. And I'm only showing you this one piece right here. And so it's got to be a 1930s pattern because of just how Art Deco we see the sides are. And I love the boats. I love it. There's these little, isn't this wonderful? I just love that pattern. And there's a ring of yellow on the inside, and the handles are decorated. So one of these days, we'll get the table set. And let you see what it all looks like. Cabinet kept for sure. Indeed, indeed. Now, I don't know how long I've been flapping my lips. Let's have another. We did the jokes. They were bad. The trivia was easy. We did the quotable quotes. How about Did You Know? I always skip the horoscopes, just not my thing. How about Did You Know? Just the thing for a night at the shore. Let's see here. Chimp co-host. In the 1950s, J. Fred Muggs, a lively chimpanzee. That's another one. Chimpanzee or chimpanzee? What difference does it make? Anyway, this monkey became an unexpected co-host of NBC's Today Show. His playful on-screen antics charmed audiences, giving the show a fresh boost and making it a household favorite. Do you remember J. Fred Muggs, the lively chimpanzee? Well, if you do, you must be old. You must be older than 80. Because you have to be at least born in the early 40s to remember watching that on television in the mid 50s. Unless you saw a rerun. Hiccup Marathon. Oh, you're happy to say no, you don't remember it. After a farming accident caused brain damage, Charles Osborne hiccuped non-stop for 68 years. Remarkably, he lived a full life, marrying twice, raising 8 children, and becoming famous for his unrelenting condition. I don't think I couldn't handle that. We'd have to have separate bedrooms at least. Well, then you were 10 years old. If you were born in 1944, you were 10 in 1954. Right. So if you remember that from TV in the 50s, you have to be at least 80. or pushing it. If that came on TV in the mid-50s, yeah, I can't imagine that. Okay, well, I've shown you everything that I purchased, and I'm done with that paper. We'll have to get another one. That one was okay, but I don't know, not quite as fun as they usually are. I am going to close the door on the front seat frivolities. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Remember, you can always watch these as a rerun. And I I hope you'll come and see me Monday night, because Monday night I will have the sale with David at 8 o'clock, and that's going to be the Unbreakables live sale. Patrick and I are going to make it up, though. I have an extra sale this month because there's an extra Monday. And there's an extra Monday. I don't know when Patrick and I are going to be able to do it. It'll be at a strange time, but we are going to reschedule the Unbreakables sale. So I'll be sure to let you know. Until then, I will say thank you for watching. I'll see you Monday night. And if you really liked that box, I really like that box, I'll have it for you. Scott, I'll send you information on the tray so you can decide, okay, Karen, I might head in that direction anyway, because I have to pass that thrift store to get home. So I might just pop in there, and by the time I get there, maybe I'll see the information. Thanks for joining me, everyone, for Front Seat Frivolities. Have a good Saturday afternoon, and I'll see you Monday night. Yeah, Monday night at 8 o'clock. So long for now. Goodbye, everyone. Boop.